Hi, class. My name is Jonathan. And for my industry interview, I chose to interview Trey Morrell. He's the player development director at Kennesaw State. Brief background: Trey, he's from Newnan, Georgia, but he went to high school in Smyrna, Georgia. And the reason he got involved in the sports industry is just because he loved sports growing up, specifically basketball. He played basketball all throughout high school. And then he just loved the game. He said he just loved the competitiveness within the game. He didn't receive any offers coming out of high school, but he still said that he knew at like a really, really young age that the job he wanted was going to have something to do with sports, whether that's playing or whether that's being behind the scenes. So how Trey got his job, Trey started out as a ticket salesman for the basketball team, which is really common. He said he was in like the front desk, calling people, asking them to buy tickets to the games, and trying to get people to the games. So he started out as that. He said he was at a game with the previous player development director, and he said they're just talking, and then Trey asked them if you needed help with the team, just let him know. And he said he was just playing around, just seeing what he would say. So the previous director said took him up on his. I was like, oh, okay. So if you're willing to help, we have practice at 6 a.m. Show up and we can get you started. So Trey took him up on the offer, showed up at 6 a.m. and he just shadowed him for the remainder of the season. And his job just consists of being at practice, making sure things are set up right, game day, making sure the pregame meal is there, making sure travel's there, making sure just the thing, just the all of the behind the scenes stuff. That was what Trey job was. So he got that job, and then he was about to graduate. Um, Ended up graduating, doing an internship for the A10, coming back uh, probably like a couple months later to take over the role as the player development director. So that's how Trey got his job. And the summary for the interview, it was just me and Trey talked about a lot of questions. So, they were job related, personal questions, and then some future aspiration questions. And then for Trey said this, in his mind, this is not his final stop, but for right now, this is where he wants to be. He feels like this is perfect for him. And then that relates to when Bob Horton and Paz came in, and they're just talking about stuff. It just might not be the right time for you, so you just have to wait. So Trey, his future aspirations is he wants to be an athletic director, which I think is cool, and I think he can do it. Some of the key points was he talked about hard work. You had to be a hard worker, had to be organized, stay consistent. Those were probably the most things he talked about. And then what I learned from it was you have to be a very detailed person. You have to listen. You just have to work, even when things may not look like they're going your way. Just keep working. Trey said his favorite quote is just show up and do your job. So that's what I learned from it. And 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 I feel like what I do if I had to interview Trey again, I ask him more questions on how to help somebody like me, or probably just from like a personal advice standpoint, because I feel like Trey right now, Trey's like really, really, really close to my age. So I think getting insight from him is good because he was in my situation. He probably took some of the same classes I'm taking. He knows what it's like to to graduate and then not really know what's next, and then just play it by ear. So I appreciate that. And yeah, thank you guys for listening.